mean, nigga?
Priest the Midian reacts. All right, we got another one today, man. The Joe Budden podcast reacted to Bully. You know they hate Ye on this channel. Y'all know they hate Ye. You know the Joe Budden podcast has been paid them shekels to always talk down on Ye. And I'm glad to see a lot of y'all coming around now to see that the brother been speaking a lot of truth since day one, really. So we got these guys up. They're going to give their take on Bully. And let's see if they keep it 100 or not. What y'all think they're going to do? Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Priest the Midian reacts. All right, here we go.
Against my better judgment, against my will, I played Bully.
Oh.
I listened to the Kanye. You know, because I said I'm not going to with Kanye no more. I will admit, after he had that recent wave of the mental health stuff, I know.
It worked. It worked.
As I was listening to it, I said, I ain't going to say they got me. But
go sit with the rabbi. Everything's good.
The rabbi, once you talk to the rabbi, you know I was good.
Yeah.
And then after,
What that mean, nigga?
What that mean? I'm telling you, y'all, something tells me, and I'm just speculating here, that if you trace this guy's lineage back, he not foundational like that, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he's from Angola or something. He says some of the most destructive stuff, man. If y'all really listen to what this guy be saying, he be saying some of the most destructive stuff to us, bro. This man told Candace Owens, who I know a lot of y'all hate, he told Candace Owens a man could get pregnant, basically. He said a man could get his menstrual cycle. That's what he told us. So where's his head at? To hear anything he has to say after that, y'all should know he ain't working with the right angels, bro. He not working with the right angels. And what you mean by the rabbis, once he spoke to the rabbis, you know he was good. What that mean, bro? What that mean?
after he talked about his mental health and all that stuff, I felt some sympathy. I broke open the album.
As did I.
Yeah. What y'all think?
It does have like a demo-ish feel. That's all.
It just no.
The mixing. It don't sound like this is finished.
It doesn't even sound demo-y. It sounds demo-y compared to what he usually does, but it sounds like you don't have them guys.
The people.
Yeah.
And it's so
respectfully, I don't mean to disrespect the people that worked on this album because I think there is some really good in here. It's just not what we're used to with Ye.
I'm interested.
Doesn't that just prove Ye's point more? So you saying that he didn't have those guys? What guys? Are you saying those other guys are owned and bought by Lyra Cohen and them? And then you say the mixing and this, that, and the other. What are y'all talking about? No one said that. I've not heard one person that critiqued the album say anything like that. So y'all reaching hard. How about what he was saying? Ye was saying a whole lot in there. So they coming out talking about mixing. It's funny how y'all got all these issues with mixing, but y'all ain't worried about the mixing that's going on in this society. Some of the bad mixing going on in society. With you being called black in 2026. That's bad. That's a bad mix. Who were you before that? How about the mixing of all of our artists have to be signed to certain people in order to get their stuff out? That's a bad mix. That don't sound good to my ears. Oh yeah, we on that time over here. Lames already stopped. And then Parks, why is he even, I've seen comments. I see y'all finally catching on to Parks. Y'all just want him to shut up, you know? And let me say this real quick. I find it funny that they brought Mark Lamont Hill on the show after Joe Budden had his meltdown on Drake. Y'all remember when Joe Budden said, he was talking about Drake, this is during the Drake and Kendrick beef. And he said, he snapped on Drake, right? And he said, and he's white, and he's Jewish. Remember he said that? What, 2 weeks later, a week later, he was walking around his hotel butt naked. Joe Budden was. Y'all remember that? See, I'll be putting stuff like that together. He said that comment about Drake. Then he got the Nino Brown Carter treatment. And then they bring on the professor to moderate. You know what I'm saying? To moderate. How does dude Mark Lamont Hill go from CNN and everything else to the Joe Budden podcast if he's not working for them. He's there to control the conversation, y'all. You better wake up.
See if he does his real-time updates on this one. You know how the last project, he go back in, tinker with them, mix them, add effects, whatever, and then re-release it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see.
I'm tired
I love this beat. Another beat I love. Sisters and Brothers. Sisters and Brothers. Hey. Yeah, sure ain't that Donda quality.
Yeah, it's not sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Donda wasn't the highest of qualities even.
How? It was 5 versions.
Well, true.
Donda wasn't highest quality. What quality are y'all looking for? Who's putting out stuff with great quality over Ye's stuff? Donda wasn't great quality? Parks? These people just saying anything, bro. It's like they got their script before the show and it said, hate, 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 salt, 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 shade, shade, shade. That was their script when it come to Bully. Hate, 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 salt, 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 and shade, shade, shade. And then the lyrics to Brothers and Sisters, are y'all listening to what Ye's telling us, man? He really speaking some truth on this album and he really trying to wake us up. And he's talking to us. Ye talking to us. Brothers and Sisters is a banger, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that album, that record at all, yo. Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah.
But compared to some of his other work, it was still
Lackluster.
rougher
Than,
sonically than like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or something. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, like this is just another one where I'm an MC, so I fell in love with that beat and just what he decided to do on it.
It was a lot of the
It's a lot of come together talk. Let's stop killing each other talk. And you don't want to hear none of that, right? We got to get the Glocks out. We got to get the sticks out, switches and all that out, huh, Joey? And Parks. I'm telling y'all, man, some of y'all might like these guys, man. And if you do, man, come on, man, check your spirit for a minute. Just check it for a hot second, man. Whose side y'all on, man? Anybody against Ye right now, man, you on the same side as Netanyahu. You on the same side as Trump. You on the same side as Ben Shapiro. All these people, this whole thing that you don't like, everything you don't like about this place, you on that side, bro. Real talk. These guys right here work for Netanyahu, whether y'all understand that or not. I like to get straight to the point. You curve it up, boom, Netanyahu. That's who they work for.
auto-tune singing, which
I'm over that.
I'm a little bit over that.
I love it, bro.
And I just miss the old rhymes, honestly. The team he had writing for him, I guess 4 albums ago.
For his whole career, he's had great writers.
Facts. His entire career. There seemed like a moment early on where there was a lot of good collaboration. And then I was talking to one of the ghostwriters, and he said, we used to collaborate together. He said, and then at some point, Ye would be like,
why is he calling them ghostwriters? I never seen Ye not give people credit for their bars. When you look at the credits for Bully, he's giving people credit for who wrote and everything on there. When is Ye not really giving people credit for their bars? So to call somebody a ghostwriter, people get credit. Even that little slight right there, y'all catch that? He's a slight ghostwriter. If you get credit for it on the album, it's not ghostwriting. You're getting credits. And if you go look through the Bully credits, everybody who added bars got their credit. From what I understand, if you even add a small snare to something on a production, man, Ye will put you in there in the production credits. I've never seen Ye not do that. And this man said a man could have a baby. Don't y'all ever forget that about this guy. He said a man could have a baby. That's what he told y'all. And when did he become this music guy now? Fucking lame ass dude, bro. I don't like these niggas, bro. I don't like that dude off of Belly, man. I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
write me 3 songs, I'm going shopping, I'll be back, I want these done when I get back. And it didn't feel like a collaboration anymore. And I think that changed. You can kind of hear that over the albums. And now it feels like not just that, but also that maybe, definitely just new writers. And what?
You just reminded me of one of my favorite eras in hip hop.
Nah, we need to bring back the suits in the studio era. You know what I mean? That was the fly Ye era. But
I can't no more. That's it for this, man. I can't listen to these guys, man. That's it, bro. These guys work for Netanyahu. These are some weak ass niggas. All of them is weak as fuck. Only person that maybe kind of got a little sense is my man, what's the little short fat one that be screaming all the time? he seemed like he don't. It seemed like he having a hard time up there jiving with a lot of this bullshit they be talking. To me, I can't think of his name right now. But the rest of them, suckers, bro.